Hey everyone! You like my connection lost right there as the great opening for this video? So what we're doing is we're rebooting the server right now in order to upload another new resource pack with a lot of new items in it. We're just waiting on Zach to get that taken care of. But maybe we can log in anyway and probably pop over to Creative for a minute and just fly around. And that will give me time to tell you guys what is up with this stream today. I have a lot to go over. This is going to be, and I'm hoping, I'm hoping to get a lot of information out quickly, but this may be a long stream. I hope you guys are in for the long haul because there'll be not only a lot of information, but a lot of things a lot of new things and a lot of things that are coming in the future. There's just so much going on. So right now, as I stated, I'm on our creative server, which is massive and has some incredible builds on it. And I'm flying around here waiting because Zach is about to let me know, I'm hoping soon, when we can get over to Walt Disney World. Let's check now. Looks like I might be good. We'll find out in a moment if I get kicked off. So here we are. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. And as those of you that are keeping up with the latest news have noticed, we do still have our awnings up here. We're going to keep them for the near future just because... Oh, there it is. That's the reboot we were looking for. And we're going to keep those for the near future just because of decoration and whatnot. So that would be our... Yep, our Discord and everything. Or not Discord, but our Bungie is rebooting. So let's try again, shall we? Probably going to take a minute. Anyway, so we're going to be keeping those. The awnings up front. We'll probably not be removing the legacy blocks on the ground either anytime soon. We may get to it, but the thing is right now, as of now, and I was just there about 2 days ago, the Walt Disney World Resort hasn't finished putting down what they're going to put. So we have no way of knowing yet what those pathways are going to be. So until those are changed, updated, and whatnot, we're not going to throw anything down there. We're just going to keep the old stuff up. Unlike, as you've seen recently, how we had been removing stuff like the entranceway to Tomorrowland and things like that. So we are trying to stay as up to date as possible. I'm hoping I don't get kicked off again. I know Zach's working on the back end. So anyway, let's get started. Some of the new things that we have are, for instance, and I'm going to get rid of the F1, our new trash cans. So I can just go ahead and get rid of a bunch of this stuff here. Yeah, let's see. And then boom. See, all gone. So we do have the trash can plugin working as well as all the models for the different trash cans for the different lands now. These are being still progressively updated. As you can see, the designs are still minimal on some, but over time, they're going to get more and more elaborate, I'm sure. It's one of many things that we're improving. For instance, this old model of mine here. Oh boy, is this ancient. And look at that outline of you can see the, the original block there. We are actually, I can't remember if it was Disney Kid or who said that they created new Magic Band scanners. And yeah, it looks like Zach says he's done now. We're going to be replacing those. So that's another thing that's going to be happening. Something else I wanted to do today is kind of go over the details of this park and how significant they are. You know, there's been a lot of debate over, well, you know, this person does it differently or this person does it better. We're not in a competition with anybody but ourselves. In all honesty, we're trying to constantly one up ourselves and trying to constantly improve on the server. Let me do something because I think we might be flickering. There we go. Apologies. Let me check the chat to make sure. Oh, hi, Disabled Gamer. I just noticed you showed up. You guys should see my layout here. So in front of me is my phone with something called Touch Portal, which I can switch stuff back and forth on the OBS, which let's make sure, by the way, that we are in the right screen and not on the desktop. Yes, we are. And then I've got my monitor to my right, which has got all the chat. So we've got general chat in Discord as well as the chat in YouTube going on here on the right. And in front of me is my large screen, got the camera over here, microphone, obviously. I'm set up to sit here for a while, and I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible. I would ask right now if you guys can verify for me, and let me check the chat. I don't see anybody saying not, but if my microphone is at a good level. If it's not, I can turn it up. It actually does need to go up just a tad. So we'll go right to there. Let's see. Oh, nice. They're just sitting. We don't even have mine carts anymore on anything. Everything's modeled now. What is that? That's weird. Oh, I bet he's changing it. Yep, he's riding a pumpkin. Now he's riding a rail. This is just weird. Oh, I don't see the pack. That's why. I bet you I have to join with the new pack, maybe? No, he's just switching them back and forth. By the way, I love that. I just now realized that Fran is wearing an Imagineers shirt. I have not seen that before. I'm impressed. Thank you for creating that. So anyway, so yeah, you guys can hear me just fine, it looks like. And again, hello to everybody in the chat. Let's see. We've got Colin and Ben and Lucas. We have Disney Kid. We have the Disabled Gamer. We have Fran and many others. You know what? What's funny, Fran, is the reason I haven't seen your shirt before, I guess, is I always see you from the front. You know what I mean? Like I've never like paid attention to the back of your shirt, I guess. So, well, now I have, and I love it. I think it's awesome. I am still really curious what they're doing here, though. I think this is hilarious. Anyway, so moving on. Let's see. Make sure that I'm just making sure I've got everything set here. And that was a thank you from Fran. Haha. Oh, okay. Disabled Gamer. Enjoy editing. By the way, just for those of you, just a note for those of you in the future, the Cubed convention is coming up, and my hope is that I'll be repeating what we did last year, which is a panel with the Disabled Gamer and somebody else, I think, this year. So hopefully that'll happen, that I get to host the panel again. That would be amazing. Okay, so moving on. The other day, I was here at the Magic Kingdom, and of course, as those of you that are up to date know, the train is sitting here constantly because the tracks are down. I found out something interesting, so we're going to go over here really quick. So basically, what they did is they tore up every track and relaid them, but they also did something else. All the foliage around here got basically ripped up except for the largest trees, and they laid down sprinkler systems. But what's also important / interesting, so you know how the bamboo, you guys that have ridden the train before, you know how there's all this bamboo here. And if you go down a little bit further, you'll see, well, there's some really tall bamboo there. It's really close to the tracks. And again, most of this is where it is in real life. It turns out that at almost every thunderstorm, at least one of the stalks of these fall on the tracks. So there's no longer I have to get rid of all of these now. I also have to redo everything, obviously, because with the new decor, that it's a little more lush, and it's going to be a lot more green because they put down a sprinkler system along with everything else. This is all inside information I just found out this week. So yeah, goodbye to all the bamboo that I took so long to make sure that it got exactly right. And yeah, because it's a danger to the tracks, apparently, in real life at least. We wouldn't have to worry about that here. Though it would be funny just to have fun with it and just kind of throw one down. Anyway, so it just goes to the realism and the level of detail that we're doing here at Imagineers Club. It's very important to us that every bit of the magic you guys know is replicated in the best way possible. Granted, with 1 meter by 1 meter blocks, it does get difficult at times, and we do our best, but honestly, I think we've done pretty well. And on top of that, with the new capabilities with modeling and data packs, you're going to see some pretty incredible stuff showing up in the parks. We're going to go through quite a bit of it today. Again, I'm probably flickering on the screen. I apologize. Let me minimize that. All right, there we go. And let's minimize that as well. There we go. So the other thing I did today, or the other day, was make sure... Oh, what do we got? Okay. Yeah, I think I do need to... I do. So I'm going to log out and log back in with the resource pack. Apparently, I'm missing something there. And we're probably going to go 64. Yeah, I've got to enable the pack. Wait a minute. Actually, let's go... let me ask Zach for the link. And then we'll head back in. Actually, we'll just go back. We'll head back in now, and then I'll just add the pack, because what you're about to see is one of our newest additions that I didn't realize wasn't in this pack. Leave it there. or, you know, spell right. All right, so let's see. He's got to upload. Oh, he's still uploading it to Dropbox. Okay, so give us a second here. And let's see. That's so hilarious though, because you can almost tell what this is just by looking at the pink and black. I can't wait to actually get the textures working on it though. And I spelled wrong again. My spelling's right. So, by the way, here's the. This is what we were just talking about. This is the new Magic Band scanner that Disney Kid created, and it's just beautiful. Let me see if I can maybe get a little bit. Look at the detail on that. It's just ridiculous. Like, how amazing is that? Like the rounded edges and everything. Like he really went out of his way to make. I mean, it's even the little thumb. Like if I go back over here and look, like the difference is just. I mean, look at this. This was mine, and remember, I think I created this a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's been so long. And what I do love that it, you know, blends into this like it does in real life down here. We are going to have to kind of replicate that, but for these singular ones, these are absolutely gorgeous. I'm really impressed. So let's see what Zach says about the resource pack. Nothing yet. I really want to see this look good. Okay, so both of them are added. All right, let's see. There it is. He's just sent me a link to it, so I got to download it. Let me copy that link. Oh gosh, I got to open Firefox, which is going to lag my machine for a moment, so just bear with me. Oh, we have so much to go over today. So many good things to go over today. I'm so excited. Okay, downloaded. So let's go ahead and put that where I need it. And again, I'm going to try to keep an eye on chat over here. So looks like you guys are pretty quiet for now, but just make sure, you know, feel free to ask questions as I go along. Let's go ahead and put this in resource packs, and let's go ahead and enable it. So, that's the one. That, and then get rid of that one, and then done. I can't wait to see this in real life. We have to place these over by the PhilharMagic, because these are the Magic Band, or the Fast Pass machines that all look at that. So wait, let me step back and then let me zoom in. Look at the screen. He even put Imagineers Fast Pass at the top. We do eventually have to change the My Disney Experience portion, but that's fine. Right now, I mean, look at the detail on that. That's just, look at that. So yeah, these are the ones that go in front of PhilharMagic. And eventually, the goal is to have these workable for our Fast Pass system. Right now, if I right click, I'm not really, yeah, nothing happens except I mounted it. Yeah. So because it's a, yeah, it's an item that's mountable. I think this one I can do that too. Yeah, I've just mounted it. Let me F5 here. Yay, I'm sitting on it. All right, let's get me off there. But yeah, these are gorgeous. And this is the kind of level that we're going at here. You're going to see this progressively, even though we're going to be opening very soon, which I'm sure many of you are here for that specific reason to find out when. We'll go over that soon. We're going to be progressively building things as the park is open. And I think that's an important factor that we need to address right away. So we want to have a 100% park. We just know that it's not going to be 100% possible. Let me give you some reasoning behind this. We've been kind of doing this for, you know, close to 2 years. And in that time, we've made a lot of promises about openings that haven't followed through, whether they're delays about real life or so on. The fact is that I said, oh, we're going to go over there in a minute. I got to do that. The fact is that I told you guys a while back that we were going to open in August, and I can't change that. I cannot keep telling you guys when we're going to do something and then not do it. We need to respect you guys, our guests, and do the things that you require. Or that we promise. So we are going to open this month. There will be a couple of things that aren't 100% finished, though. And we're asking for your patience and understanding of that. Here's the thing. And again, if you know your history about the Walt Disney World Resort, and of course, especially the Magic Kingdom when it opened in 1971. Oh, the tram's all set up. Yeah, we can go ride that in a minute. when we go over here to, we're going to go over here to give you kind of a visual, and sorry for like clicking through, of Tomorrowland. Basically, when the Magic Kingdom opened in 1971, nothing from here on was existed. There was no people mover, there was no launching pad, there was no astro orbiter, there was no carousel of progress, there was definitely no space mountain. All of this was non-existent. Basically, this was a giant patio area. There was a stage over here, which is why to this day they kind of like still have the look over here. This was a stage for music productions and stage productions, and that was it. That was all that was over here. So the only rides that you had were, if you had wings, which Buzz Lightyear replaced. Over here at Stitches, you had Mission to the Moon first, then you had Mission to Mars a couple of years after that because people got bored with going to the moon after 1969. And so we got Mission to Mars after that. And then this was these. Somebody in the chat's going to have to remind me what the name of the theater or the type of theater was. It was a surround division or something like that. It was basically the Monsters Inc. theater, and you can still see it by the look and feel of the inside of the theater. Let's go in there real quick. So you notice how it's a circle. Well, originally, this everything above my point in the center there, everything above that was a movie screen, and they had like celebrating America movies and so on. I'm still waiting for somebody in chat to say it because I'm sure they will. There's got to be somebody that I just don't remember it offhand. But so that was a giant 360 theater, much like if you guys have ever been there, the Canadian Pavilion with Martin Short, with his little production that's 360 around the room. It wasn't quite that elaborate with all the effects, but it was very similar in feel. Actually, I think Japan also has the same, or no, China has a 360 theater. Circle Vision. Thank you, 3Kids Art Fairs. 3D Kids Art Fairs. I like that. So yeah, so the Circle Vision Theater, and that was it. So we're in good company when it comes to opening with not 100%. But here's the thing, Buzz is it's very close to finished. We've got the Stitch meet and greet working. We have the launching pad. We have the Astro Orbiter working. We have Space Mountain working. We have the racetrack working. We have some of Carousel of Progress. That may be one that doesn't 100% open at opening, but other than, I mean, look, almost everything around here just in this area is done. And we'll go over some of the other things here in the other parts of the park. I do want to go back to the hub because something interesting that we did recently, and I have to give credit. MC Amusement recently had opened their server to to their fellow servers. So administrators and so on of other servers were invited on to view what they had done. And again, I have to give them credit for this because we love the idea so much that we had to do it ourselves. And if you can hear that, the fountain actually has sound. I'm just so impressed by that. It was just such a neat little effect. And also, if I turn, it's a 3D effect, or like a sound effect that actually is orally, it's left, right, and so on. It depends on how you're facing it or how close you are to it as well. So, yeah, it's the rain sound, but I just thought that was really cool. So we added that here, and thank you, Zach, I believe had taken care of that. So yeah, see this fountain as well. One of those little things that we're going to be continuing to add. There's just so many little details. I just love it. Again, the trash cans, they are based on the lands that they're in or the areas that they're in. Let's see. We want to go. Let's go over here. Yeah. Yeah, the waterfall in the Jungle Cruise is you mean the backside of water on the Jungle Cruise. That one will have that effect as well, that sound effect. So we're heading over to here, to the Haunted Mansion, because I wanted to give an update on what we've done over here. Well, what I've done. I've been working pretty hard on it. We're going to go over to the Frontierland and pass there to Splash and everything in a minute. You guys are going to see what it takes to actually build a ride soon here. I'm fairly certain that the exterior is done, and boy, am I much happier with this than I've ever been of any Haunted Mansion that I've built before. Let's get out here for a minute. Ooh, hey, let's lag a little bit too. Let's get out of here. I think I can jump out here. Yeah. There you go. It is probably, like I said, it's probably the most elaborate that I've ever done a Haunted Mansion before. I've got to finish the trees over there. on an exterior. It's the best I can do too. And here's the thing: if I go over it, look at the angles I had to do this with. It's redonkulous. It's so much. Like I couldn't just do back in the day I cheated. You know, I was just like whatever, let's make everything like north, south, east, west, no angles anywhere, everything's straightforward. No. This had to be made this way because everything, the exterior out here, everything out here, everything around it, it all had to be right because well, you know, the water lines, everything. But I'm really proud of this because I went above and beyond on details, like little stupid things, like you know, topping these with the colored heads that were similar to it, and this almost looks like the bats that are on top of the gutters that are up there. That almost looks like the bat up there as well. The way that we did, you know, the way that I did that. But I think you guys really want to see the inside and see the progress that I've done here. I will say this: on opening, this ride will be ready. It's just got a few more things to do, but we're going to kind of go through and see it as it is now. So, noticing a few things that have changed over the years. Um, One is that the cast member door to the backstage actually does exist there. We're okay, like we said before, like we don't put up barrier blocks. Well, if you guys want to skip the queue right here and skip the first part of this, you can actually go through here and go through into all the way in. And by the way, I've got my brightness up, that's why, into the ride itself. I'm going to go back to the beginning though, because I still want to show you guys what we've done back here. So wallpaper is the real stuff. Where I could, I used a block. So here's a block, and then over here, I used an image because on the outside, that's what the blocks are out there. Everything in here is exactly where it should be. I mean, it's just everything is exactly what it should be. Hey, look, all of this is exactly what it should be. The mirror on the wall, the clock up there on the shelf, everything. KW6 is all in my grill here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so I've still got to we do have the fire in there, but I'm not going to light the fires because it would be too bright for this room, especially for the effect that we're going to have here over top of the fireplace. These are obviously changing. They look funny now. They're going to actually be better, but this room is just gorgeous now. Again, KW6, you got to give me some space, buddy. Here, let me actually F1 this. There, we don't have all the names in it. But look, the grates that are down here on the floor, I never even realized they were there or never paid attention until recently. So that's there. The fact that the carpet here is darker on the outside and lighter in the center, just every detail that I could imagine putting in here I did. And yeah, let's why am I throwing stuff up? There we go. That's what I want. Oh wait, no, there we go. And so I've got to finish inside of here. This is all supposed to be wooden in here, like it looks like it's the the bottom of the or the inside of the area there has got to be I think oak wood. But that's about it for that. It's just the small things right now. That isn't going to take a lot to do. That's just going to plop some stuff up there. But again, actually, let's get rid of my effect because I want you guys to enjoy this. Clear. And then there we go. Again, let's go back in here. You can see how much better that looks now, how much more realistic. And then, of course, here, the hallway. And everything is where it should be. So you've got the escape hatch, quote unquote. But this is where you also come in if you just decide to skip the line and come into the ride. Then we've got Zach over there peeking. Of course, the queue is the double queue, so you actually have to walk around. And one of the things that I'm really, I don't know, it's just a goofy little thing that I'm proud of is the bats on the walkway that are leading next to your car when you go through. So we're going to go through, and I think I have to, yes I do. Wait, what? What's going on here? People can crouch under this ducky. Oh, okay. So we are going to have to do something about that. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. This area was very dark, but I did find out eventually that these are the real paintings that go up here. So this is January through December, and then this is the husband and wife. I decided to go with the nice one for the husband and wife just because there's plenty of other things later on that are scary, so we don't need to start, I just yeah, that was my decision. And then I decided to go for the I think it's the April, is it? I can't remember. Yeah, the April version of this painting, and just keep it as that for now. I may eventually switch them monthly, but for now, at least it's April, and it's a pretty picture, and it's what's supposed to be here. Where the redstone torches. I've got to put a candelabra. We're going to have that soon too. But, dun, 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 I love my curtains. They're so gorgeous. And then, of course, the reason I doubled these up is because I want the one that gets lit up and then the one that's normal. They're going to be switched back and forth as you go through here and the lightning goes off. And then, of course, these are all windows, so you can actually, if it was lighter, you could see out there when the lightning goes off. And then this room. Again, there were so many things like angles and everything else that I had to do compared to my old ones that, yeah, I just never thought of before. Please don't break things. Thank you. Are you eating churros? I think he is eating churros. We do have churros, by the way. And then, of course, the piano room where the shadow is going to be on the floor here, where the on the rug. Yeah, we're not doing. I think back in the day we did something goofy like, no pun intended, switch a bunch of stair blocks on the ground in order to make it look like it was a shadow on the ground. No, we're going to actually try to do the shadow on the ground here. Then we go, of course, off to the stairs room, which, again, this was difficult because there are so many different stairs intertwining in all the different videos. Nobody ever looks in the same area. What is going on with this? Oh. Okay, yeah, hit that button. Hit it. Go. Do it. Oh, he just has the one little footstep. So, yeah, we're going to have all the footsteps on all the stairs. And then, of course, there is, I never realized there was a curtain here, or I never paid attention, so that's up now. Then, of course, you know, you've got the cat eyes that go right there, which we will get. The curtained doorway that I don't know if a lot of people ever pay attention to is where some of the wind comes from. And then, of course, all of this with the, we're going to actually we can go down here. Look how far this goes. And there's a reason, by the way, you're noticing that I put pressure plates here, because I know people, and I know if they sneak onto the ride, they're gonna leave doors open. And I was like, nope, we got to have the ability for the doors to close themselves. So, yeah, I just went ahead and put the pressure plates down. I know that people are going to be like, they're going to be breaking into rides all the time, and as Zach just showed, I may have a problem keeping people from jumping into this ride if they squat down under a hat block. I thought I could get away with that. Oh well. Of course, there's the. I love the colors on this for the background of it, and you know, so it goes from green to blue. I'm just really proud of that as well. Got to add all the details like the flower pots and everything. That'll be done later. Of course, we're going into Madame Leota's, which these all have to actually be moved around a little bit, and they're not all done yet. But these are some of the items that are floating in the air around. Leota is not presently, LOL. Oh, by the way, I didn't even pay attention to that, but yeah, look at the wallpaper. No more. Okay, so I made a huge mistake on my last Haunted Mansion and used nothing but picture frames on all these walls in here. Now these are actually blocks, so we've got really good detail there, as you can see. Like, get really close to it. Same with this. So these are all, by the way, these are all textures from the Haunted Mansion. So this is where the clock goes, by the way, which we're going to be doing soon. Hey, look, here's something you never realized. So a lot of people don't realize when they go in this room, because look how dark it is. You can't even see that, even with the lights on down there, that there is the utility area. And this is where a lot of repairs and stuff are done, but there's actually another place where repairs are done. We're going to go there now, too. After we take a look at the ghostless room. I even have, you guys are pushing me around. I even have the gateway here, or the fences here. Oh my gosh, Zach is just having fun. What's going on? I'm trying to go sideways here. Thank you. Another thing I never paid attention to in the past were these poles that go across the room and match the ones across the way. So all of that's been added. I really got to work on that chandelier. That's kind of derpy, but whatever. It works for now. And then, yeah, because of picture frames, we have to, basically this is where you got to be lined up. Otherwise the piano on the bottom, see that? You lose one of the images. So we have to get the ride exactly perfect, like right there as you're going across it. There's another painting here that I actually do have that I haven't added right there to the wall yet, but I will be. This is the other maintenance area. So this is where the cars come off of the ride and go into this garage, so to speak, here. If you're ever on the ride again, pay very close attention. This is there's a garage door here, literally. And, did I go too far? Where am I at? I think I did. And nope, I'm in the wrong room. And I'm outside. Let's go back in. Hey, there we are. All right, let's try this again. One, and nope, and nope. Oh, hey, look, I'm downstairs though. Want some cake? Yeah. So, oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah. Yep. He just zoomed me up here. Oh, I have to fix this. Oh, he broke into it. So he opened the door apparently. Yeah. So this is the maintenance area for the cars. I've got to put down some tables and stuff like that. I actually do have images of this. But I just want to finish the ride first though. And then of course the attic way, and you can see here as soon as they move. I do have the pictures and they're in really good shape. And on the ground you can see there is the second image that will replace this one to show that he lost his head just as well as the others. We do have, even like, you can barely see it up there. I mean, I'm going this detailed. That is a cuckoo clock that's on the wall up there. I'm trying to find every single item that's in this attic and trying to recreate it. Hopefully I'll get that done very soon because we have this. And again, details that I never did before. Like when you come out here, there's actually a roofway right here. And if somebody wants to set it off, we, let me see if I can, let me get them out of my F1. Let's go to redstone, get a block. Oh, no, not that. I want the redstone. Thank you. And when you come out of this, come out of the attic, let's see, where's it at? We're going to look up at it, but see the stars in the sky. So we will have the stars when you come out of the attic. Let me go back up here. This is just so, there's so much. I can't see anything because it's so dark. That's why I have my my effect on usually. But anyway, so this is where you go backwards and you go under the tree, which has got the claws coming down at you or whatever. And then you get down here, obviously, to, well, he's missing, but I did have a armor stand there for the guy with his dog. You know what? I'm going to do this right now. I thought about this the other day because when I was on the ride, I realized I forgot this, which is there's an archway that goes over top as well. Separate from the doors, so I have to, boom, there, done, added. So that's in now. But as you can see, I've got all the armor stands in for all the guys, like the guys that pop up here and so on, all the trees in the background, and you're hearing all the animals because, oh, they're going crazy now with the stars. But you know, so there are cats that are here. There is a wolf there, or a dog that is there. All these guys here are singing with instruments and so on. And then we turn the corner, and obviously the heads are here singing, which are over... Did I just pass them? Oh, right, because I have them as dark blocks, not white blocks. Because we have to replace these, maybe with models. We're not sure yet. But at least the faces. But look, I'm trying to get every single ghost, the two that are sitting here having dinner, the two or three that are riding the bicycles around the top up there. I may have to get... These guys are really loud and annoying. Gosh. All right, so anyway, so yeah, so this is all being done, all the side stuff here. Then when you go through, the hitchhikers are right there. And then I haven't finished the mausoleum, and then of course the exit with, again, the bats on the ground. Please watch your step, please watch your step, please watch your step. And of course you can go through here because it does loop around like the real ride. So there you go. You're actually in the entrance again if you walk through that. Anyway, so let's go out of the building. And again, much closer to real life than it ever has been before. In the past, I took a lot of shortcuts and I didn't do it quite right. This is exactly the shape and everything that it's supposed to be now. Everything is exactly where it should be. And I recently found out that they're doing these striped, so now I have to change this as well. The new awnings are going in right now as we speak. Most of them are in. They go up to about here. And then I think this week they're going to finish putting these awnings in. And so there's a light and a darker color green that replaced the original all green one that's here. So that's going to be fun. Because let me show you something actually. That's because all of these, as you see, because they come down into these little shapes here, I'm going to have to redo a bunch of those. Actually, pretty much all of them, because whenever you change a block next to another one, these revert back to a regular stair block. So yeah, that's going to be fun just doing that. All right, let's go away from everyone as far as we can, because I would like to talk about something else separately. from the physical server itself. I don't want to get too much into it. I do, however, want to reference it. There has been some issues in the past um, with some of our fellow server owners, and those issues have permeated the community in a way that never should have. It is my goal, and it was a goal that I stated to others, that from this point on, none of that is going to be publicized anymore. And it never should have in the first place. It was wrong of me and others to have ever made public any of the issues that we had with one another, because you guys aren't here for that. You're here for what we're staring at, the magic of Walt Disney World. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you're here for. You guys want to be here to have the fun. You want to be here to enjoy yourself. You want to be here to ride the rides and see the shows and meet some friends and relive some magic. You're not here for the tea. Nobody is, and nobody should have been. So what I'm going to ask separately, besides the fact that I'm stating that from this point on, that stops on my end, 100%. I never should have egged it on in the first place, but I also shouldn't have been attacked at the same time. I'm asking all of you to do the same thing. There are many of you that have stood up for me in the past. I ask that we maybe calm that as well. So look, there's going to still be people out there that are going to come at the different servers. They're going to have drama. They're going to have tea. They're going to have whatever to say about it. Don't feed it. Don't egg it on. Don't comment on it. Don't in any way give them any respect or any attention whatsoever. They don't deserve it. What you deserve is what we're creating here. And that's what I wanted to say about all that. So you're going to see some changes soon when it comes to that. And I appreciate you guys, understanding that it really is, it's important. It's an analogy that I give when I'm in traditions with our cast members. And that's the security guard at Walt Disney World. When you go to Walt Disney World, you're not going to walk up to a security guard and go, "Hey, what's up? What happened today? What kind of bad things happened? Like, did anybody get arrested?" Blah, blah. And the security guard's not going to tell you because, number one, it's none of your business. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. It's just what happens internally is none of your business. Second, that ruins the magic for people. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are there to escape. You are there to have fun at the parks. You are not supposed to be going to the security guards or digging for information on people to try to get tea. There's just no reason for it. Like, it's contrary to the entire existence of Disney World and Walt Disney World and Disneyland and so on. It is the antithesis of what Walt wanted. Walt wanted you to be immersed in an environment and forget the world outside. Bringing the tea, causing the tea, constantly referencing the word tea because you think it's funny, just isn't and shouldn't be an existing thing in this community. So please, let's all work together to make it better. I think we can. So with that said, let's move on to a few other things. So recently, like I said, I was at the Walt Disney World Resort and got some more pictures because, well, I'm constantly getting you should see. Actually, let's see right now. Let's go to my hard drive where the backups are. I take a lot of pictures. I grab a lot of pictures. I get a lot of videos and so on. And so let's see if I can go and switch to my desktop. So now you see everything in my Imagineers folder. Pictures folder is, oh wow, it's not showing the size. That's funny. Let's go ahead and hit information and let it calculate the size while we go back to the... That's going to be a great screenshot that somebody's going to grab later. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, we go back over to here and well, we're waiting on that to show. Basically, there are like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of files in that folder. And I went and grabbed even more recently because, look, we've had a lot of these areas done, whether it be this area here or the beginning of Frontierland and so on. But I knew that there was things that we needed. And for instance, the DVC booth here. I could have just left it as is, which was kind of an empty shell and there wasn't much to it. And then behind it was nothing but grass. Well, when I was at the park about 2 days ago, And I'll go over here and let's see where my... I want to go back because I think we're still in... Yeah, we're still in desktop mode. So let's go to... Actually, let's go back to Minecraft mode for a second. And OBS, yes, you're working? No, you're not. Let's try it again. Turn off desktop. Ah, there we go. All right, so we're going... I'm trying to find a picture really quick. Or a series of pictures, which should be right here. So I should be back on desktop now. Yep, with that nice little zoom effect. So I got a bunch of pictures of this area because it was important, and that was a nice blurry one, that was a nice blurry one. But like, you know, little stupid things like that cooker. Now, granted, I don't have it, so I just kind of winged it with that. But I did grab the posters that are on the wall, including the ones that are specific to DVC and so on. I wanted to add all this detail. I put the door on the back that if you look there, see how the door is open on the top and closed on the bottom? Well, I did the same thing there. The barrel that's here with a wheel next to it and a package on top, I think that one's down here. There it is, which is actually a toolbox, but I don't have that. There's the sign. So this is the level of detail that I'm trying to get to. There's that sign as well. I'm trying to grab everything I can. And of course the color of her desk. So I made sure that it was kind of the color of her desk. And I may add like a cash register or something there. I'm not sure yet. Maybe, but we need to theme that, Zach. I don't know. It's kind of large. I'd like a smaller one, but yeah. Just because it's so big. I didn't want to do something so large. Especially because one of the things that we forgot, and that's why I'm glad that we did what I did here. Let me see if there's a better picture of it. No, it's up here. Okay, going back. So, yeah, so if you look, I didn't realize, because I'd never played the game, that one of the spots for playing sorcerers is back here. Like if I zoom in there, like, look, there's a sorcerer's, yeah. So I had to basically create that in the game. So let's go back to and get rid of desktop. So I've got it started here. I mean, that's what I mean when I say that we're doing as much. I didn't have that not shelf, but whatever, that, you know, this porchway up here. I didn't have the door here. I didn't have this hatch here. None of this was here. This fence was in the wrong place, so I had to change that. All of this stuff was missing as of today, before today. So that's the kind of level of detail that we want to go with, and that's what I think is going to set us apart from anybody else. And that is not a personal attack. Let's remember that. We can be in competition with each other without it being enemies, right? You know, I'm not here to compete with them. We're here, as I stated earlier, in competition with ourselves. We want to make ourselves better. We want that entire porchway up there. That'll be changed in the future and have much more detail to it again. So that's kind of what I wanted to get at with when it comes to detail. That we're doing the minimum, you know, like minimal stuff like that. Wow, that was some lag right there, because I've got too many things open. Oh, I think I still have Firefox open. Yeah, I do. I need to kill that. Let me go ahead and quit that. And going back to the game. All right, so that should help. Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Yeah, look, I'm not as stuttery now. But, you know, going into here as well, the guy, you know, the cast members have done an amazing job of bringing in the signage and making this look really great. I love the bats up there. I don't, however, think I like the... Are those barrier blocks? They can't be barrier blocks. Let me... Oh, yeah, we got to change. We can't have barrier blocks, guys. So I know that it's kind of a pain for some of the builds, but yeah, we just can't. I promised the guests we wouldn't do this. Oop, and I just took one of the ones out from up top. Anyway. What did I do? Well, actually, no, that light is fine to be open, isn't it? No, it isn't, actually. Okay, so, yeah, barrier blocks can be used as long as they're used as a decorative item. So I would say that, like this one here, it's holding up a sign, or one of the tombstones that are here. We'll figure out another way to make this work without having to put barrier blocks here. Maybe we'll have to, I don't know, we'll figure something out. I don't see how it would interfere too much, except that maybe if they're shooting I hope they're not shooting people, but yeah, we'll have to figure that one out. That's my goal, though. Look, as you look around, see there's two up there because up there is a flag, which, by the way, I just found out about. Again, this was one of the items I added today. That flag I never knew was coming off of that little water tower-ish thing there. So the flag got put up today, and it's got these barrier blocks on it just because I wanted the flag to be visible and not the barrier block. So if I get rid of the barrier block, you see that it's a flag hanging on a pole. But if you look around too, so if I go, let's say I went over here. Well, that's a fence. So what? I'll just hop right over it. You know what I mean? Like, why am I trying to keep guests from doing that? There's just no reason. Let them have fun. So yeah, look around. No barrier blocks anywhere. Anywhere. We don't want them. We don't believe in them here. But again, so small details. Let's see, I think over here we do have the Tobacco Indian, which I've talked about in the past where, I don't know if that's offensive or not. And I was waiting for you guys to tell me. I didn't really hear anything. Even the popcorn thing here, like this is all detail that we never had added in the past. I mean, right down to this signage here, more oil, or what is this? Something oil lamps. Yeah, that's what it was. We're continuing to build on that too. So the fences here, they're not normal fences. They come out like that because it's where you tie your horse off, and little small things. The enter and exit signs here that go in for the hot dog area, which this one's for hot dogs, by the way, and then that one's for. I think you can actually read the signs. Let me check it out again. I think it was refreshments. So we got chips. Oh no, corn dogs are there too. So why do they have two places for corn dogs? That's just bizarre. I'd never realized that before. But yeah, this is also a corn dog one, and chili dog, I think. Another tower there with the windmill, the really tiny windmill on top of it. One of the other things that I don't know if a lot of you have seen was what Zach did here, which is we created the rope fencing, and that goes all the way around. I mean, that was one of those items that we just had to add because even over here, which I added this today, we had them here. I didn't realize these were down here. So all of this was unfinished until today. I put the trash cans here. I put um, uh, these, what do they call it again? Banners. Wow, I couldn't remember the word banner. Because there's a different coloration every so often down here. There are two doors down here that I didn't realize were there. There was a barrel in the corner. The second level didn't just stop right there. It actually juts out into the right over top of this over here, which is the handicapped area to be able to get onto the river boat. All those little things. This, which used to be the launch for I believe you could row your own boats. All of this has been recreated. It's just stuff that we forgot about or didn't pay attention to in the past. That, look, there is going to be that one guy that's going to look for that, or that one girl that's going to be interested in finding the thing that she remembers from her past and say, hey, it's not there. What the heck? This isn't one-to-one. And we all know how much we love those people, right? So anyway, yeah. And then, of course, look, more different trash cans based on the land versus the 4 we had before. By the way, thank you to GamerKM. Because we used those up until about 2 weeks ago when Zillant had decided to create all of these new ones that are specific to the land. Not to mention Zach creating the plugin so that we could have an actual trash can, not a sign on the side of a block. Really proud of both of them. I'm proud of our whole team, obviously. But all right, so again, going to detail. There are many things, but also going to what I said about finishing things. We may not get Pinocchio's village house done right at opening, so I hope you'll forgive that, but there'll be plenty of other places to eat. We do, however, have the Be Our Guest restaurant open, so that's available. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train will be open at opening. We may have to delay by a couple of weeks the opening of Little Mermaid, but we will see. I'm not quite sure yet where we're at on that. I've got to check our percentages, but it looks pretty good from the outside. Something else that was completed this week is all the shopping and DVC and everything else areas here. All right. And then, of course, as Zach just said in the chat, too, yes, animatronics are in the works. I think this is supposed to be Triton, excuse me, King Triton. Why am I... Wow, I am... Wow, okay, there we go. That's better. For some reason, yeah, my frame per second just went crazy. Let's turn all the way around. There we go. Something's going on over there. You know what it is? It's because I've loaded pretty much. If I go up here, I bet the whole park is loaded. Yeah, and I'm wondering why I'm lagging. Look at that. Oh yeah. Um, soon. Wait, what? Why can't I talk? I'm really lagging because of I've loaded the entire park. I mean, you can see everything. Which, by the way, that reminded me, we need to go back to over towards Splash because I want you guys to. I'm going to let you see how we construct. It's really interesting how it's done. Let's see, where are we at? Yep, we're doing better on frames. Or we're okay. So we're over Tom Sawyer Island now. We need to go around to Splash. Here we go. So I had created Splash previously, and this is why I say that we're actually always in competition with ourselves. People were not happy with the detail slash well, they just weren't happy with it, and they were right. It was mostly to scale, and it was mostly right, but it needed improvement before we opened, which, by the way, it will be. Um, so yeah, Splash is kind of gone, as you notice. Remember, it used to be here, but to give you an idea, I think most of you had seen previously what this area looked like before, but now look what it looks like, and look how much better that looks. How much more detailed it is. How it actually has the lights that go up around it. Everything about just this alone feels much more like Splash than I had previously done. So I'm still willing to admit that there are things that I need to improve on. But one of the things we do is we lay everything out as a grid. Actually, we're missing quite a few grids, so I'm sure they are probably moving forward with some stuff. But we take the grid, we put it in the sky, and then we move it down where we need it. And you can see all the pathways for everything there. I even have like Backstage. Like, I don't know if you guys know, this is where all the water is recycled for the ride on the outside of the building. But yeah, that's interesting. And it can be pumped in. But of course the train, yeah, can still run, which, oh my goodness. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I am gonna try disconnecting and reconnecting to kind of dump the cache there and see if I'm a little bit better now. I may even have to close the game. Oh my gosh, look at that, that's way better. So anyway, so we're improving all this to be ready for opening. Huh. I bet you're still waiting for me to tell you when. Let me see. What do I want to tell you first? That or about some upcoming things that we've been planning? I think as we fly over the newly finished Big Thunder Mountain Railroad with the insanely incredible detail everywhere that T Squinto and team did. We've never, ever, ever seen this in a game before. This level of detail for this ride. Yeah, let's talk about, I know you guys want the opening, but I want to talk about something else that had been on my mind starting over 2 years ago, and that I've already discussed this with management in the server, but to be fair, I don't even think all the cast members know about this. So those of you that are cast members in the chat right now, you're going to hear this for the first time too, because this has been kind of a secret on purpose. How do I start this? Okay, so as you guys know, it's very difficult for us to feasibly financially make money. And there's a reason for that. And there's a purposeful reason for that. Because what am I looking at right now? This is Walt Disney World, right? Walt Disney World is owned by the Disney Corporation, the Walt Disney Company. It's their intellectual property. In other words, their IP. So if I continue to say IP, you know what I mean, intellectual property. They own the brand. They own the names of everything that we're doing. And that's why everything you guys do they're considered contributions, because we're not paid staff. We're not making a living off of this. This is a volunteer project. All the cast members are volunteer cast members. Everybody is doing this for the love of the game, for the love of the parks, for the love of Disney. So that makes it hard for us to rationalize turning it into any sort of and I'm not saying a business, but to make it something that we can grow. Now, in order to grow, you do need money. So how do we do that? Well, The way that I've already figured it out to do is we move away from Disney. Now, calm down, pick your jaw back up off the floor. That doesn't mean that we're moving away from Disney 100% and that this park is going away. What it means is that our future holds something different. With the loss of things like Club Penguin, or Virtual Magic Kingdom that goes further back than that, as you guys recall, there is nowhere online, anywhere that I can think of right now, and if you guys know it, tell me in the chat, nowhere that I can think of that has a family-friendly server that is dedicated to family-friendly gaming or entertainment in general. There may be a channel on, like you can go to YouTube Kids or you can go to Netflix Kids. Those are just, you're watching videos. You're not communing with other people. The thing is that you need a community. You need other people. You need friends. You need new friends. You need people from around the world. You need to come together as one in a family-friendly environment, in a safe environment, in a place that all of you can gather and know that you're secure. You know that your information is safe. You know that you are safe. You know that nobody can track you, trace you, troll you, attack you in any way. And that doesn't exist really anywhere anymore. Like I said, with Virtual Magic Kingdom, it existed. And then later with Club Penguin, after it closed, that was it for the community. Disney took a shortcut and made that Magic Kingdom and then Club Penguin stuff mobile apps, which, let's be fair, are very limited in comparison to how they used to be. And they don't have the same community that they had before either. People were actually posting on quote unquote forums before. They would go onto the game, they would see their friends, they would add friend lists. There were so many things that existed for the families and the kids and regular people like me that just wanted to play and have fun safely, securely, and in a very family-friendly manner. There was a lot of options then, but there's nothing now. And I've been mulling this over for, like I said, it's been a couple of years. Well over a couple of years, actually. But the fact is that the way for us to move forward is not to hold on to the past, but is to embrace the future. That future means we're going to be creating an entire community that is family-friendly based. We are creating a park too. When I posted was it been a year now, probably, I don't know, about how Hightail was going to be different than Imagineers. That was on purpose, because I think that our first foray into that is going to be with Hightail. We're going to see what we can do with that game, and we're not going to create Disney. So we want to be able to create a park, a theme park, and an experience and resorts and everything else that you guys are familiar with when it comes to Disney, but not Disney. So we're going to take the elements of Disney. Well, things that work, like the hub. When you go to the castle, well, we're going to have a large thing there that'll be, instead of a castle, maybe we'll have a castle, but it won't be the Cinderella. But we'll have a hub that will spread out into different lands, and each land will be themed, and we'll be able to use different things like, well, think about how many books are out there, maybe, that don't have a ride. Maybe we replace Winnie the Pooh with The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, which is a beautiful book and would make a great story and a great, neat little ride, maybe. All these different children's stories and all these different fables throughout history that have never had a ride built for them, and now we can. So the Three Musketeers becomes the Pirates of the Caribbean, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, we have so much potential to create something massive, and we can expand it forever because we've got hundreds of thousands of stories and fables and history to go through to recreate in that theme park. And then, of course, entertainment complex, because it's going to be way more than that. Imagineers is going to stay existent with this park. We are going to build this park, and we're going to possibly try to build the other 4 parks too. It depends on where I can weigh putting people on that project versus this project. Right now, we're focused on Disney. That's it. This is the first time that some of my cast members are hearing this, and this is definitely the first time you guys are hearing about this. It is it is not starting very soon, but soonish. Like I've had the name for it. I'm still debating the name, but I've had the name for it for 2 years. I like started a Twitter and tried to grab all the places online. I'm not telling you what the name is, and no, I'm not. You can't scroll through my follows on social media and find it because I'm not following my own thing that our own thing that we're creating. Um, it's been 2 years. Like so, the reason that I'm being very specific about that it's been 2 years. One of our other fellow communities is doing the same thing. Where they got the idea is fine, but whatever, I don't know. I just know that they're going to be announcing something very similar soon. Um, it isn't because they're copying us, and we are definitely not copying them because this idea has been mulled over for years. So let's remember that in the future. Don't disrespect them because they come up with an idea that's very similar. Let them do their thing. That's fine. I am not mad about it. And they came to me with it actually and let me know. And I was like, that's fine. Because I guess they got wind of the fact that that was my goal as well and wanted to make sure that there was no hard feelings. And I'm fine with that. But this is going to be incredible. I really hope that you guys can kind of grasp what this is going to be because again, it's going to be bigger than Imagineers could ever possibly do with Disney. And what's great about it is I'm sorry, but for those of you that don't like business, there is a side of it that we need to be able to make money to be able to create these things, to create this environment, to create this community, to create these websites, to create these servers, to make these models, to develop these plugins, to all of those things are going to cost money, and that therefore we are going to be moving towards a model of investment later, much later, where either you guys can throw in to invest in it and become sort of like a stockholder and maybe try to get it. We're going to try to help out with that. We're going to see. But we are definitely going to be going after venture capitalists and angel investors who are willing to throw money at something that is important, which is family-friendly entertainment online. There's just nothing left anymore. Like you can't go on Xbox and go on Minecraft community servers and not be harassed by people. You can't go on all these different places in the gaming sphere, in the entertainment sphere, in the online community sphere without some kind of negativity bombarding it. There's got to be a safe space option out there. And that's our hook. That's what's going to, I think it's going to excite investors. So that's one of the big announcements for today. I'm really interested in you guys' thoughts on that. I'm now looking over at chat because I'm wondering if I think you guys are kind of still really trying to swallow this idea because I don't really see a lot of activity. I think you're really you're confused about it maybe too. So what I would say is if you're confused about it or if you're curious about it or whatever, throw some questions in the chat. Let me know what your curiosities are. Let me know what your ideas are. If you would like to throw in for ideas, hey, sure, why not? And of course, we have somebody that's speaking Russian. Okay, cool. Checking game chat. Oh, okay. Well, let me see. Oh, I've got F1 on. Let's see. So let's see books. So you want to create Club Penguin but better? No. No. So Club Penguin it's very minimal in comparison to what we're talking about here. Mr. X-Man, I don't know. Let somebody else build Walt Disney World in Hightail because we've done it in Minecraft. I've done it so many times now. I think it's time to move, especially because that's a new format. And this is actually a valid point. I actually do have to point this out without giving away too much. So Mojang will not publicize us because we're Disney. That isn't a disrespect thing. When we originally were publicized, it was early in the days of Mojang and Minecraft, and it was okay. They gave us a panel at Minecon. We were friends. I've been VIP at every show that they've had, and that's great, and I still am. But moving forward, for instance, with Realms or sharing, they do a lot of blog posts about, hey, look at this creator. Unfortunately, because they're now owned by a major corporation, as well as they have to respect people's intellectual property, we're not allowed to be highlighted. They can't show us off. They can't be like, hey, look at this amazing Disney that somebody created, because legally they could be liable for that or whatever. We've got to be careful on our own because, like I said, this is a volunteer staff, so we're not doing this to make a living. We're doing this for the guests. We're doing this for the love of the Disney and the parks and everything else. So that's why moving into Hightail, when we go into Hightail, we don't want to go in throwing Disney at everybody, because they're going to be like, yeah, sorry, that's cool, but you guys can do your thing, but we're not really going to publicize you. We want to be publicized. We want to show people that there's actual entertainment out there that can be family friendly, that can be enjoyable. So yeah, moving into Hightail, let somebody else can do Walt Disney World there. They're going to have a blast with it, please. By all means, have your Mickey Mouses running around animated and so on. That's going to be great. I can't wait to visit whoever does that. But Imagineers is not going to be doing Disney in there. No, we're going to be doing our own unique, one-of-a-kind park, and it'll have the feel. It'll be magical, but it will not be Disney in Hightail. So moving forward, let's see here. I see Barrett says, we love the idea, so good. I'm glad. Doesn't Animal Jam still exist? It was similar to Club Penguin. So Aussie Sorcerer, as far as I'm aware, even if it does, it doesn't have a lot of publicity, and I don't think it's been updated in a while, meaning that it just kind of fell off to the wayside. In other words, what we're talking about doing is going to be constantly refreshing the community. Like there'll always be something new, and there'll always be something to introduce to the guests, to keep them interested and to keep them active, and to give them something new to play. Whereas some of those old standards, like you're talking about, they're kind of falling by the wayside. That's why Club Penguin closes. Matter of fact, Club Penguin was many years past due, because I think it was based on Flash, and Flash, as we know, is pretty much gone on the internet now. And so Fran has a lot of doubts, and that's fine, but maybe you can give me a little bit more explanation of what those doubts are. So Disabled Gamer makes a very good point. If you're using Fables, there are still IPs. For some, there are many fables that are in the public domain, meaning that they are allowed to be utilized. Also, we're looking into it, because you also have certain copyright laws that say if something is a not really a pun, but if it's a a take on the item, or if it's kind of whatever, there are ways that we're going to do it legally. That's my point, is we're not going to take an IP that's recent, let's say, because more than likely that's still going to be copyrighted material. But something that's in the public domain, like Alice in Wonderland is, but we're not going to use it because they already have that at Walt Disney World. There are other children's tales, there are other Grimm's fairy tales and so on that we can bring in. So instead of Haunted Mansion, oh gosh, I forgot my analogy for that one. But there are other ways of doing Haunted Mansion that isn't the Haunted Mansion, because there are other haunted houses in the world. They're not haunted mansions, they're haunted houses. We can do something similar to that. We can take a story from, a haunted perspective or whatever that is in the public domain. Or, which is even better, we can make up our own stories like Disney has too. They made up their story with The Lion King based on other stories of the past. We can take stories of the past and make up our own theme. So we have a myriad of opportunities in front of us that it opens up so many doors for us. So let's see here. We've got Fran says, I want my MC Magic. Oh, the past. Yeah, it is in the past. So Barrett says, it'll be awesome, Fran. Think of all your favorite stories that have never been told in a theme park form. And that is the point. That's a very valid, just succinct right there, done. That just makes it up for me. So thank you for that, Barrett. That is the point. The point is that we're going to be able to expand. We're going to be able to create a universe. We're going to have our own cinematic universe, or whatever you want to call it. Like, we're going to have to think of a different, like, so ICU, no, because that's that's an intensive care unit. We can't be the ICU for Imagineers Club universe. We'd have to be like Imagineers something universe. But that's technically probably not going to be the name of everything. Like I said, I did pick a name 2 years ago, and I took all the domains and everything I could before anybody else would. And it's a very short name too, which is nice. Let's see. So yeah, Disabled Gamer has a ton of ideas already, and that's the point too, is we're going to need people like that are going to have ideas, that are going to want to do this stuff. Disabled Gamer's like, yeah, my mind is going wild with attraction ideas. I love that. So Ugly Singles Club said, so you're looking to So you're going to break through the Minecraft server landscape by building a Minecraft server? No, we're going to be creating more than Minecraft. That's the point. Um, the Imagineers universe. Nice. The point is that we're expanding beyond Minecraft. We're expanding beyond Hytale. We're expanding beyond Disney. We're going to be creating entertainment too, because we're obviously going to be creating stuff for YouTube channels and multimedia. That's it's again, that's why I say it's like an MCU, but for Imagineers Club, it's going to be bigger and broader than you could ever imagine. We have so many possibilities. T Squinto's asking if I showed off Windows. Which Windows? I'm gonna have to find out here. Apparently, let's get rid of this. So let's go to my inventory and drop that. Oh, the Monorail windows. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We will get to that. So I'm checking again. Let me check this chat and let's see what we have over in Discord as well. Anything regarding current updates with MK will be done after opening. Yep. Okay, so they're answering questions in there for them. And hi, Mr. MX Man. I see you saying hi in Discord. We will not have Tron on opening KW6 because it technically isn't even open yet in the real park. Wow, I missed it. LOL. I'll watch back stream when it ends. Ben DeGoat says, "Yeah, well, you basically missed that. We're going to be we are moving away from a specifically just a Minecraft world." Disabled Gamer says, "I got to see you soon. Please post the date on Twitter as I won't be here." Oh, he's got to go, so see you soon. So Disabled Gamer, yes, I will post it. It will be posted after the stream. People on the stream get to see it first. Probably a little while after that, I'll tweet about it just to give people time to watch the stream again. Wait, so Fran, you said somebody already announced theirs earlier today? That's pretty funny, because they said they weren't announcing yet. But okay. Imagineers crap, new game coming in 2025. Yeah, it's not going to be that long. Yeah, it's not. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to, let's see here. What's the server? Unlock here. It is Imagineers.club. If you go to the website, it'll tell you how to get to the server. And you also got a Discord link there, I believe, as well. Unless I haven't updated that, I need to make sure that that's updated on the website. So, I think we need to. Oh gosh, there's a tram flying through the air over there. Let's go to the TTC. All right, and I want to see. He said that these are running, so I need to go over here. So, oh, and I don't have the audio running. But if you guys have audio running while you're here at the TTC and you're right here waiting on the tram, when the tram shows up, you'll actually be able to hear, or you can hear, the audio for the trams when you're waiting. Oh, there's one. So here's the new tram, and it actually does line up with everything. Look at this; it's just so gorgeous. Look at that. Seriously, it's just ridiculously detailed. Let me go up to the front here, and we have all 6 colors. So all 6 of the, wow, that's weird. Oh, he's walking in there. That's why I was like, there's no seat in there, I don't think. But all 6 of the colors are represented. So we do have orange and teal and blue and so on. But as you can see too, we do have the double seats in the front, because that's where you go if you got the stroller. Look at how detailed these are. Look like how incredible that Disney Kid did on these. All the colors are right, the wheels, everything. Like, yeah, that's what kills me. Like, let's go back up here. Look at these wheels. Look at, what are those? I mean, yeah. Look how, like how much work he did just on the wheels. Like, come on, And then, of course, everything is spelled out, and we've got the right signage and the right colors, even on the front. Yeah, this is, oh, that's nice. I guess we're doing stunts now. So, we're going to take a quick ride on the tram, I think. Let me see if I can get into this car. Actually, there we go. Hey! Bye, TTC. Now, of course, again, I don't have the audio running now, but the audio will be running later on when you actually take the TTC or the tram from the TTC. Which, by the way, in real life right now, these aren't running here. They're actually running right over there. So This one will take us out to, I guess, the specific area in the parking lot. Oh, okay. So somebody does have a seat in the front. Nice. Thanks, Chroma Sunset, for driving us. As you guys can see, the parking lot is very empty. We're gonna try to get our we're gonna try to get our guests to build a bunch of cars. But as you look at the parking spaces, they're like 3 wide, and all of them are at an angle. So it's gonna be interesting. Be careful, whoever's swinging, because you're gonna break the car. If you're a cast member. Why are we wobbling? Oh, right, because we're at an angle right here. We may need to straighten that out a little bit. But it's not bad. It's really smooth. And then, of course, out here, the parking spaces haven't been done yet. Oh, okay. Chroma's swinging or whatever up there. I don't know what they're wearing on their head. So let's check in the chat real quick again, really quick. Oh my god, it's actually a full-on new game. Yeah, well, it's going to be multiple games. We're going to basically, so for Fran's comment, we're going to have stuff in Minecraft, stuff on Hypetail, stuff in our own stuff, like, content on our own channels, or the website will be different. Like, there's going to be a whole ton of content that's going to be very much dedicated to. Oh, hi guys. Oh, look, there's another tram going in. Love that. I stand that. Anyway, so there's going to be a lot of content. Oh, I guess we're going to wrap around here. Yeah, I think so. Woo! And we'll have all the noises, and we'll have the spiel that everybody talks when you're on the tram as well. I just don't have the sound on right now because I don't want to open Firefox while I'm streaming, because it slows stuff down more. Really am impressed with the work he did here. Let me zoom in again, because I want you to see. Look at the grate on the back of that. And if you look at the real one in real life, oh, he's wearing a Coke on his head. What a weirdo. I love it. All right, so looking at the chat again. Yeah, Zanai, they really, really are amazing trams. I'm really impressed. By the way, Zanai, did they announce their same project today as well? I think somebody just said they did before we did, which is funny, even though, yeah. All right, so let's see. My cone is strange. Oh yeah, somebody wears, yeah, that's nice. So we have cone hats. You can pretty much almost wear anything on your head here. Oh, right. Oh, hey, whoa. Did we? Oh, because we got dropped off at where we park, I guess. I don't know why that happened, but okay. I'm okay with it. Because we got to ride on the tram in the parking lot, and you got to see what it does. And you got to see the quality of it. So the next thing I think we should do is, and I'm going to go over here slowly because Zach has probably been waiting for this, and I really love it, the monorail. I want you guys to see what we've done here. Actually, I want to make sure that I'll go to the center here, because, yeah, we should, whether it's on the left or the right, I can just move over there. It's not a big deal. Hey, look, when you walk in here, you can walk on the fences. There's no barrier blocks anywhere. Ha ha. Also, look, the beautiful, I mean, look, I have to zoom into that. Look at that. That's a trash can right there. Come on. We're doing that to trash cans. It's ridiculous. Oh, look, it arrived. And the windows do exist now. So we do have voxeled windows. We're choosing not to do too many voxels. In other words, to make it too rounded on purpose, because we want to have, we don't want it to lag too much, because if you add a lot of voxels to the game, it may lag a little bit. Let me see if I can get up in here. There we go. Hey, Zach is going to steer for us. And of course, in the regular cars, and I'm going to actually go into the regular car real quick. Hold on. Wait, what happened? There we go. You can see out a lot better. So I'm actually going to go into... Oh, hi. Who's this? Who am I about to sit with? Ah! Okay, there we go. I got my own car then. So we're going to lighten the windows a little bit more than this, but you can see there are windows on here now. We didn't have them previously. But again, you can also just do that and just make the make the entire thing go away. Look, you can pretend like you're not in a... Yeah. That's the great thing about the entities in Minecraft, is that if you're looking a certain way, they don't exist. But I think Zach did an incredible job on the interior of these. Look, it is nowhere near what MC Amusement did, granted, on the interior, because they went ridiculous on their voxels. That's why I said we're probably just going to leave it at this. I'm perfectly happy. Look, this still feels like the monorail. There's nothing wrong with this. Zach did an incredible job, and it deserves credit. Um, so yeah, if we leave it like this, I'm perfectly fine. Plus, look, we got other things that we want to build. So, but yeah, it's really smooth to ride, as you can see, and look, obviously, everything is curved. So super smooth ride. It goes at the right times, so everything actually is timed pretty well with the audio. Again, you're not hearing the audio, but it does exist for this. Yeah, Horizon Parks is pretty amazing. Horizon Park slash MC Amusement, whatever it is. They're on what they did is they created their monorail in block form in 100, like as big scale as you could, and then shrunk it down using a schematic, and then created the model from the schematic. We could do that, but again, what happens is you create a voxel is all the little blocks. So every block you see, like that's a block, that's a block. This pole is multiple blocks. The seats are blocks. Every block you create is a voxel, and every voxel you create can create lag. And so, with many people as we're expecting to come onto the server, we want to have the best experience possible. So, as we see, we're going through the contemporary resort here. And yeah, that's how they did it, Disney Kids. So we may look into trying that for some of our smaller models, but nothing this large. Again, way too many voxels for the amount of people that we're hoping to have. But look, he's got the engines are in there, the wheels are in there, all the grates are, like, all the separations are. Zach did an incredible job. All the details are here, so it's not like we're missing anything. It's just that they went and did it like just insane minute detail, like the pattern on this edge right here, with the rug pattern that they put. That we don't have to have that, but it would be it would be nice in the future. It's just we got to be careful about how many entities basically it creates on the server for you guys. By the way, am I showing my desktop or the game? Okay, I am showing the game. Yeah, it is very hard work, Disney Kid, because again, you have to build a ginormous, ridiculously large um, model, and then bring it down like to an insane size. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it going that way. By the way, so we're working with the TC Coasters guy to fix whatever's going on with the backwards. His trains run, or some of his trains run backwards sometimes. But look at that; it's such a gorgeous monorail. Come on, you know what I mean? Like we're doing good here. All right, moving on. Going back to the parks. Let's see. We've done trams. We've done the monorail. I'm trying to think of what else we could show you. I'm still up for questions on the chat too, so let's take a look over there. Let's see. So, I think it's been talked about before, but if it hasn't, will guests have the ability to act as a ride operator? I feel like it'd be a really fun experience. So, Aussie Sorcerer, you are allowed to get in to the pilot seat if you want to ride, and if you want to take the pilot seat in the monorail, you are 100% allowed to do so. So in other words, like when monorail pulls into the station, if there's nobody sitting in the pilot seat, you grab it, and remember, there's a pilot seat on either side of the vehicle, so you'll be able to quote unquote drive it. The control panel in it too is amazing. Like, let me see if it's still riding, because I want to. Wait, let me go back. Where's the monorail at right now? If it's still riding, I want to try to catch up. Actually, is it in the monorail station? We can follow this. By the way, look at this. When we talk about detail. Like, this is all backstage. This is somewhere that nobody would go anyway, normally. And we could take... Oh, oh, I think I just went way too far. I did. Oof. Yeah, I just went way too far. Let's do... Okay, here we go. All right, good. We're back. So, yeah, I want to follow the monorail track here because it goes back... And I think, because I want to show you guys the inside of the cabin, because I don't think a lot of you have seen the detail that Zach did on the control panel for the monorail. So we're going to go backstage, where the what is it called again? Zach, you'll be able to tell me in chat, I'm sure. Whatever this is called. Oh, he's trying to beat me there. We're going over there. Almost there. And he beat me. Here. Nope, he stopped. The roundhouse. Yes, we're going to the roundhouse. So down there are the regular trains, and in here would be the monorails. And he's going to hit the button here in a minute. Where is the button? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so let's go into the pilot's controls. And let me see if I can zoom in. Look at that. So we're in Monorail Orange, and as you see at the top of the screen there, it specifically says Monorail Orange. Now, granted, the red bars don't change as you're riding, but look at the... By the way, when we were in... Okay, so MC Amusement did great on their cars, but their pilot house like this is... Ours is a little bit more detailed. Now, again, it's not picking on them, and we're not disrespecting them. I'm just saying that we went a little bit crazy here with what we added to ours. I mean, look how amazing this is. Even if you look very closely, see the yellow text there? It actually says the real ducky logged in from cabin. Yeah, so we went above and beyond on some of this detail. It's just, there's the Imagineers logo in the center and so on. And then, of course, you've got this is all the real representation of the panel. Exactly, and as Zach just said, each panel is different. So if I go into blue or light blue or whatever, and I look at the panel, says light blue, and then if you look at the bottom, Zillant logged in instead of me. So each of them is 100% different. We've got Monorail green, and whoop, I'm going too far here. So let's go zoom in, and that one says Zack Attack logged in, and it's lime. Sorry, not green, lime. But you got the handle and everything. So yeah, you can sit right here in the pilot seat if you want. Which, yeah, that's a lot of work there went into creating these, and I'm very proud of Zach for that. That was it was actually one of the first things we ever did when it came to like really detailed models. It was before Disney Kid had come along and did the trains, which, by the way, can we do the trains down here? Let me see if we've got a button for that. The trains are insane. Let me see if we've got them down here. I don't see any buttons. Is it down here? Nope. And Zach's down here now, probably about to trigger it for us. Yeah, the detail in these trains, I don't know if how many of you guys have seen them. Whoa, I just skipped a little beat there. I think he's going to do it now. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got to throw something down on the beginnings of all these. Yeah. Look at these. So we have all 4 trains, thanks to Disney Kid. The 1, 2, 3, and the 4, which are, for instance, the Walt Disney, the Lily Bell, the Royo Disney, and I can't remember the 4th one. Walt Disney right now has been gone for 2 years from the park. They've actually been renovating it up in, I think, Pennsylvania or somewhere like that. So let me see if I can do that. And so there's the coal car, and then maybe I can do let me see. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, hey, behind me. There we go. Oh, wow, he's really going crazy. Okay, so here we go. So, and then the other train was the Roger Brogy. Yes, Brogy. And so everything about them, all the details are there. Again, you are able to pilot the train if you want. All the details are in here. He did an amazing job on all the technical stuff inside of the cabin there. I'm super impressed with what he did here. So all of these are different again. So you've got the green and the red, the blue and the yellow for all the cars, and you see how they disappear because of the wonderful entity issue with Minecraft. Look at that. What? But they're connected. See the little hooks and everything? They're exactly on where they should be. And they ride incredibly too, obviously. So, yep, and you can fit, I want to say it was 142 people on this train from front to back. Can you imagine getting 142 people on this train on the server? Holy mackerel, that would be cool. Like, I would be sharing those pictures for the rest of my life. That would be awesome. Actually, it'd be more than 142, I think, because it'd be 143 because there's one seat in the cabin. So, or the pilot seat. Actually, there's two. There's supposed to be 2 seats. So it would be 144 maybe. Yeah, there's 2 seats in there. And look at this. Like it's like the real thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever taken that tour that Disney does where they bring you back here to look at the trains and stuff. They don't take you inside the building for security and insurance reasons, but they bring the train out to about here, and you get to kind of like hang out, and they give you a history of it and everything. It's a really incredible. So it is 142 including the cabins. Okay, so 140 passengers in the rear of it. Granted, yes, Disney does have more seating, but we've chosen to do it that way so that there's 3 across on each seat, so it doesn't get too crowded when guests are in there, here on the server at least. All right, let's see. Definitely have to have a full ride on opening day, Zanai says. The detail's amazing, Lucas says. Thank you, guys. I like the phone that my Disney Experience type feel gives off. It's super cool. Yeah, that was my, it's a tablet actually, by the way. Because if you recall, those of you that know the parks, the cast member, certain guest services people, they carry around a tablet in order to scan magic bands, find information, look things up, and so on. Yeah, look at these. They're so well detailed. So detailed. Like, let me see if I can... yeah, I can't quite get down under there, but I wanted to, like, yeah, so all the hooks are there. It's just, we're so honored, honestly, to have these models. Like, look at this, with blocks, and it looks so good. Yeah, so, like, some things we're doing, like, you know, you saw with the monorail, we're doing the images for the, but sometimes you can just go ahead and do it with the blocks, and it's okay, it looks good. You know, look at this. The Walt Disney World Railroad. Like, that looks amazing, especially at a distance. Like, that looks normal right there, like it would in real life. As a matter of fact, let's go up to the front and see what it looks like from the train station perspective. Oh, hi there, Dizzy Gibbon. So let's go ahead and hit the button. Oh, you removed the button. Wah, wah. Let's go ahead and try to re-add a button. And so the train, I think it backs into the station a little bit because it goes a little bit too forward. Yeah, it backs into the station a little bit first. And then it does randomize. So it's not always going to be the Lilybell, for instance. It'll actually be different trains each time. Look at this. I mean, the fact that I've got to change that Mickey. That just doesn't... When you look at, like, the train and the signage and the buildings, and, like, then you get down to this Mickey, and I'm like, oof, we need a better one. Still impressed with all that. But, yeah, look how... And then, so it does fit perfectly, so we made sure that everything actually does line up exactly where it should. So, yeah, I'm so impressed with what these guys have done. Why does that look white up there? What is going on there? Oh, because there's 2 people sitting in the cabin. Derp. That's why. I was like, what is that whiteness up there? It's not supposed to be on that roof. Oh, so many details, guys. And there's so much more to come. I'm going to take a quick breather myself. Prep yourself with some questions. We're going to go into a question and answer mode when I return. And then we're going to talk about opening and what day that is. So stand by for a little bit. I will be back soon. And we will talk more. Hey guys, welcome back. And thanks for your patience on that. I just wanted to go take a few minutes because, well, I've been talking nonstop for an hour and a half. So we're back at it though, and back into the game. So what I figured is, like I said before I left, we would take some time to, if you want to go to the general chat in Discord or you want to chat on the YouTube channel, either way, I'll take your questions from this point on, answer any of the questions you might have about our upcoming, opening, which I'm going to be announcing very soon now. So get ready for that. But also about our new project that we're going to be, focusing on later this year, and more. So yeah, we got 13 people on the server right now, which is unusual. That's because we have obviously folks that are pass holders. So actually, it's a good moment to say that if you would like to get onto the server early before we do open, then oh man, I want to tell you when it is but anyway, so it's still gonna be some time. I mean, it's still August, but anyway, before we open, you can become a pass holder and you be supporting, us to pay for our servers and to help people out, whatever. Um, you can go to Bycraft. So we've got imagineersclub.bycraft.net, or you can go to paypal.me/imagineersclub, one word, on the Imagineers Club, and make your contribution there. Mostly through Bycraft because that'll automate your process of getting your variant, which will either be gold, silver, platinum, or platinum plus. There are different benefits that come with those, and you'll see them at imagineersclub.bycraft.net. If you need links to that, you can get those in our Discord. If you go to twitter.com/imagineersclub, all one word there, you can see links to our Discord if you're not on it already. And Zach just linked it to it. So there you go. He linked it in the YouTube chat. So if you guys haven't been on before, I'm about to see a bunch of people join, I bet. I know Zanai is about to join. Invite invalid? Huh, that's weird. Must be the one from the website. By the way, let me know that. Is Zanai, was that the one that was on the website or not? So Barrett says, I know the opening will be soon, but when will we get a flow in things like shows happening and characters coming on and sort of things like that? It's a valid question, and what we're going to try to do is, besides being able to update that on our Discord, we're going to try to make sure that's on the website as well. So all of our scheduling and everything, the website hasn't been updated in a long time, and that's my bad. But we've been focused on building. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the website mostly, but again, we'll do it as much as we can into the Discord as well, so that those of you that are active in the community will be the first to know. We'll tell you on Discord first, and then we'll put it up on the website or whatever. We'll try to have a regular schedule about that too. I will let you know that character meetups will be exactly where they are in real life. So if we go over here, for instance, let me see, do I have my compass on me? I guess I don't, because I don't have my menu up. But of course, the Princess Fairy Tale Hall over here, we will have Anna and Elsa and so on. That the different princesses that do show up here will be here. We will have, I think, over this way, if we go past Liberty Square. Now, originally, I believe Mary Poppins had shown up over here. She does her meet and greet back here behind the Christmas shop. But I think also Tiana uses this area for meet and greet. If they are both still using this, and that's what we're going to use. If not, they're going to be where they are in real life at the real parks. So if you're familiar with a character, and you wanted to meet and greet with them, and you find out the schedule, they're going to be at the same place that you would know they are at in real life. And we're also going to announce where that is. So good question, and thank you for asking that. Can you show us the Peter Pan ride, Angel Velez says. And yes, I can, because they have been working super hard on that. And so let's go check out what they've done so far. This will be ready for opening, by the way. The Peter Pan ride will. So we're going to go right over here to the entrance. And you're near my favorite ride, Small World. We can check that out as well if you haven't seen that before. So, of course, we do have the extended queue. It does go all the way back. We're not actually going to hit that now, though. We're going to actually go into the ride itself because I want you to see some of the detail that's been going on in here. Can I get through here? Oh, I just went too far. I just went way too far. Where did I go? All right, so going back in. There we go. And back out. Okay, so riding through, as you know, the first scene is Wendy and the kids, and there they are in the bed. Then you go out over the dog. That's the first time I've seen the dog. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is amazing. Then, of course, you go over the cityscape, and then let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Then we go to the next scene with the mermaids and stuff. Oh my goodness, look at the mermaids. They're great. I love them. Again, I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time because I haven't been in here since they've done some of this. I want to say we go, is it over here? Wow, look at the little boat with the sail. I love it. Where am I supposed to go from here? I can't remember. I want to say over here. I'm hearing a cart ride. Wait, where'd they go? I can't move. Oh, okay, there it is. We do have the model for this. I'm not sure why it's not running. That's weird that the model isn't running for this. Oh, okay. Derp. There we go. And then, of course, that scene. This is so good. These guys have done so much work on this already. I haven't seen yet. Yeah, these aren't going to be carts, by the way. We do have the 3D model for the Peter Pan. I don't know why it hasn't been added yet, but that's okay. Shmee! We got to put the alligator down there, I guess. So we'll have to figure that out. And then, of course, the end of the ride. And so, obviously, that's very preliminary. There's going to be a lot more little details added to it. But that's pretty much the ride is finished. Oh, Small World, you said. So let's go check that out because that actually does have the cars for that one. Cars? I mean the ride vehicles. What does this say? Audio animatronics coming soon? Yes, they are. All right, let's see. Let me get my F menu. And then we do have all the different colors of these as well. And hopefully, yeah, so we're going to ride through it while I, again, pay attention to... Now, remember, by the way, when we go through this, the animatronics are not 100% yet, and some of the detail is still being worked on, but it is going to be open for our opening day, which is coming soon, and we will be announcing very soon. Bendigo says that Mr. X-Man Rules would like to know which rides are confirmed for opening. I don't have the list in front of me. As I said earlier, if you go back into the video, I was going through the lands and telling you what things were going to be open then. I just don't know them all off the top of my head right now. I don't actually have a physical list for that. And then so Ducky, how's the progress in Splash Mountain? So just Platinum, we actually went over there earlier, and that's also earlier in the video here, or in the stream today, to show you guys how we build and how the outlines work. And so the outlines are there for a new Splash because we're updating it again. Because as I said, we're not in competition with anybody but ourselves. And so that's nice. They're wearing, they're wearing the turkey leg on their head. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna be rebuilding Splash Mountain to be open on opening day, which. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do there. I think that's going to be the last big ride that we basically have to start from scratch and build before we open, which, believe me, we can do it. These guys are incredible, and they can get stuff done in, like, no time. But you can see there's a lot of detail in here already. Like, this is more detail than the one I had created previously, and, yeah. The one that TD Chewy had ridden thousands and thousands of times. I believe he might even still have the record. I'm not sure. I haven't been there in a while. So to see, but yeah, TD Chewy wrote this and he wrote it with the music, by the way. So every time he wrote it with the music. He was very specific about doing that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, one from the website. Yep, okay. Did you check out Jungle Cruise, Ducky? So Ben DeGoat wants me to go see Jungle Cruise, and we will. Actually, that's a very good point, because I know that a bunch of that has been completed recently as well. I've seen a lot of the updates, but I don't know if the backside of water is done yet, but that would be nice to see if that is ready. Because about a few days ago when I was over there, the backside of water area was created, but the waterfall itself had not been populated with water, should we say. And of course, I think this ride goes faster in real life. We may have to change the speed on this, I'm not sure. Because I don't know if I can last going through this entire ride with it this speed. Don Quixote. Yeah, we've got all the different signs up there for where the animatronics are going. Moving on. So, yeah, I love the way that these things disappear when you're out. Looking at him. Ah. All right, so let's check in the other chats, and we're going into general on. Oop, I'm moving around the wrong thing here. Wrong mouse. There we go. Going into general chat, and Ashton says he's watching the stream. Cool. KW6S, I believe that I had stated this already, but Tron will be after we open. Yes, I think I did answer that earlier. But yeah, Tron won't be open on our opening, which is coming soon, but it will be. Oh yeah, let's turn around so you guys can see the detail. But it will be opening eventually on the server, and then of course, yeah, everything up there. I love dark rides so much; they're my favorite. I'll probably take you guys on a quick tour of what I've done on Pirates, but it really hasn't been a lot because Haunted Mansion has taken my time. Let's see, and there's a thanks from Joseph. He got into the server. Good. Yeah, let me just go ahead and change his name. Let me see if I can do that from here. Sorry, I'm out of the screen for a moment. Let's see if I did it. Did it work? I don't know. I had to do it from another computer. There's a separate computer running over here that literally is on the. I wish I could actually show you with a camera. It's a motherboard on the ground with a power supply next to it and an SSD over on the other side of it, with the Wi-Fi dongle on a long external USB cable all the way over there by my fridge. Just because I needed an extra screen to be over here, and I didn't want to pipe it through here, because when you use more of the video resources on the MacBook, obviously, even though it's got an insane video card on it, I wanted to have it just separate so that it would take all the processes over here. Anyway, so let's see. Angel Willis says, I already rode Peter Pan Flight. Let's see, what else? What other questions we got going on here? We definitely have to check out, after this, by the way, we're going to check out the Jungle Cruise to see what the progress is over there. I love what they did here on the walls with the banners, that they were able to recreate that design with banners. I think that's so cool. What? Who's in the water? That was weird. Or is that a sound effect that I'm not familiar with? But yeah, the design right there looks amazing. I love that 60s appeal, that really bright colored 60s appeal. All right, so let's check on the chat again. Any updates on the phones and autograph books, etc.? I would say that we should check with Zach on that, and Zach can answer that either in general chat on the, actually in regular chat on the server. I'll just open that back up to be visible again. There's your hippo. Where's the hippo? Nice. So if Zach wants to answer that, what, Ducky, when will you finish your Walt Disney World 75? Oh man, and the fact that you're linking to Planet Minecraft, I haven't been there in so long. I really need to go back and check that page. The 1971 is technically owned by Palace. I would have to I would have to recreate it using our Magic Kingdom, because it's our build. The 71 that I was building previously is now technically content that is owned by the Palace Network. Let's see. Zillan says, Zanai, we have a new show plugin in development currently, and our current plugin can do much. Anyway, we're working on the core plugin, is what Zach says about the autographs and so on. Our hope is to have everything ready on opening. Yes, if it isn't, well, it will be eventually. We're definitely going to have rides available and shows and stuff like that. We're going to have plenty for you guys to do when we open. Oh, when is opening, by the way? I think I'll wait until the ride is done. Or maybe I'll wait until after Jungle Cruise. I know it's killing you guys. You want to know the date. All right. So, what's the club? Imagineers Club. LOL. That would be Svam asking that. Zanai says that'd be cool to see. So HEA, Zanai, we are definitely planning that. We're also planning eventually Wishes and some other shows. But for now, we're probably going to open with one show. I'll at least say that. And let's see, who's running around on the ride? I just missed that, actually. You guys probably saw it. We got to light the sun. That sun is too dark, which is ironic. I don't know if that's ironic or if that's just odd. I think it's odd. I like the drumming ducks, kind of like me. Here, let's zoom in on that. Drumming ducks. So those of you that haven't used it before, this is what the 512 resource pack looks like. That's the kind of detail that's on that. Let's look at the, like that's the, I think that's a stone. No, that's not stone. That's the, oh, the andesite block. Yeah, so there's really like, I think if I zoom in, look at the cobblestone on the elephant up there. I love the elephant. And then the lights and the glass and the wood. I love the wood grain. This is the 512 pack, so you can download this one separately. But when you log into the server, you get the smaller one, so that way it has less of an impact on older or slower machines that maybe can't handle the higher definition on these blocks that we've created. As you can see there, that's the quartz, and then I can't remember what block I used for that blue, but I needed that blue in like so many places. That bluish green is in, it's used in the teacups. It's used on the roof at, and look at that texture. It's used on the roof at the, what is it called? The boat, the Liberty Bell, like when you go in the around the rivers of America. It's using the roof there and many other places. So yeah, I needed that color, and I basically used a block for it, and I can't remember what it was because it wasn't the teal block. I didn't want to use that one. What is it? Oh, prismarine, because prismarine is similar in color anyway, so I figured I could replace that. It wouldn't bother me. This is so gorgeous, though. So we're going to continue on with questions in the chat, both in general on the Discord as well as on the YouTube chat. Oh, and by the way, we are considering a switch over to Mixer, but I haven't really discussed that with our cast yet, so we'll see. But I'm really good friends with those guys, and I really support them, and I love what they're doing lately. And yeah, there may be some loyalty there that I might have to show some love to the guys at Mixer and do some streams there. Maybe we'll see. So in order to, let's see, we've got Spam asking more questions. I mean, how can I help build the park? Well, you can apply because applications are going to be open in the next, I believe Zillant said in the next couple of days, maybe even today. We might try to get them open, but we'll see. Also we have Angel Winnie is still being worked on. Yeah, but it's going to be finished for opening. I guess we can kind of tour that as well in a little bit here. Yay, bon voyage. And then of course, yeah, we're missing some stuff on the right, but we'll get that soon. Paris doggy, yeah, there, okay. We're almost done here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak out. Aha, I snuck out. I'm going over to Jungle Cruise because we're getting closer and closer to that moment. Wait, why Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? Oh, the queue? Are you pulling me aside for a minute before I get to Jungle Cruise to tell everybody when we're opening? Because I promised after Jungle Cruise. All right, let's go down. Oh, it's gorgeous. Where's the buttons? We have to put the buttons for the gems so that you get the light up on the screen, or I mean the ceiling. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, it's so great. We did such a good job here. You guys are amazing. I love yous. Now, I think everybody's seen the car that we have for this. At least I'm pretty sure they have. But look at that. For those of you that hadn't seen it yet. I'm not going to hop in the ride for this one. By the way, look at our ride controller. Wait, let's get over here. So like get out of the way of the cast member there. But look at what Zach did here, using an image that I had. Oh, wow, we need to go out there and watch that go because you need to see the... No! Ah! Where did I go? I'm really... What? Where did I go? Okay. What? All right, so we're back. All right, cool. There we go. I wanted you guys to see what they did with the ride here, that it actually does. See how it tilts? It actually tilts even though the bottom of it doesn't. So it actually tilts separately on its own axis. And then, oh my gosh, my game, I've got too much of the map loaded right now. Yeah, let me get out of here. Let's look at the ground. Hey, look, there's another ride going. One after another. It's so smooth. And the way that it, when it takes those corners, that it does that angle, that it actually is separate. It's a separate model that actually goes at an angle and the bottom stays level. I probably should do that, Zach, but I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so moving on. That looked amazing. So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, ready for opening. That's another one to add to the list. Let's go over to Jungle Cruise. And ignore the tree. It's ugly. It's not done. It's not even close to done. Swiss Family Robinson Tree. I really wish that was done, but yeah, that's a very hard one to do. Oh, look. Oh, are you kidding me? They did not tell me that they made this. I didn't know that they had the boat. I need to get that out of my hand. Oh my goodness. I love that there's bubbles around the boat right there too. Like that it's, you know, causing that from the... Oh my god, this is so nice. What have you guys done? You're killing me with all these models. I had no idea. I am impressed. Wait, and it... Oh, I can walk on. Are you kidding me? So you can actually walk... That means that we can do the ferries going back from TTC that same way. Oh, I am impressed. Of course you made it, Disney kid. Of course you did. That's so cool. The reason I'm not getting on it is because I'm going to kind of go through the ride myself separately, because I think people they don't want to wait for this ride to finish. They just want they want to know when we're opening. By the way, all this is going away. All this blue here, this is just here to give them the ride. But yeah, we're just going through it really quick. Look at this detail. These guys have done such an insane job. We have to put the lion and wait, is that moving? I thought I saw something moving, like animated. Okay. Another little waterfall. Look at this. Look at this. These guys have done so good. This is, yeah, beyond anything that anybody's done in a while. I mean, granted, yeah, there's going to be more detail added. But it's just so much better than anything that's been done before. Wow. Yeah, I really need to bring... Okay, let's do that now. Let's bring my render distance down because it's at an insane level. Look, yeah, 48 chunks. Let's bring that down to about 16. That's probably 8 actually. I think I just brought it to 8. Let's bring it to 10. Oh hey, look, it's smoother because I'm a knucklehead. Anyway, so this is... Oh, see, some of this is new. I hadn't seen this. There's where all the lions are going to be. And so, of course, this stuff is finishing up here. I like how that, yeah, he's just hanging out there. Mr. MX Man. Mr. X Man. I always say Mr. MX Man. I'm not sure why. But, of course, this is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It's going to be done more, too. Obviously, they've got to add some more stuff to it. And then, of course, the details there. I love how the sound went off right when I went into this. And then, of course, the elephants will be after this when you come out. We'll have all those ready to go. We're going to get out of here, though. Let's see. Where can we go that's special for me to announce it? And that way when... Yeah, we can be in a night. Let's go to the castle. Why not? Oh, for those of you that didn't see it, let's do a real quick... that's what Splash Mountain looks like right now because it's being rebuilt. It'll be ready for opening. Those guys are, like I said, they're incredible. Oh, that's funny if you guys can see that on the screen. Oof. Yeah, we might want to add that to the filter, I guess. That's pretty funny. So when are we opening, huh? Hey, Fran, don't, please. You guys are... Let me just F1 all of you. Thank you. There we go. We're trying to do something special right now. We want to talk about when we're opening the park. So I'll be honest, the cast members have been like, oh my God, come on, please just tell us when you want to open because we want to know when a date is. And I totally respect that because look, we all want to just open the park. We would love to open it today, but we want to have more done for you guys. And we know that by the time that I'm about to announce, by that point, we will be ready for a major opening. We'll be able to, you know, supply you guys with as much of an experience as possible. And basically, giving the most amount of time possible to our cast, giving you guys enough time to get ready for it so that you can plan around it, And still staying within the month of August, that would be, and I'm just, they're all trying to stay in camera. I'm just like, I just want it to be a moment, you know, like just for us. Yeah, so you guys are killing me. Okay, they're just having fun, and that's the great thing about this. Okay, so when is it? Don't be mad when I say it. Imagineers Club is happy to announce that we will be opening the parks to the entire public, to all guests, to everyone of every age on August 31st of this year. So in exactly 3 weeks from today, oh wait, no, exactly, yeah, about 3 weeks from today, yeah. So basically yeah, thanks for the fireworks. Which, by the way, I have to change those sounds before we open. So yeah, that is exactly 3 weeks from today. Again, you can still join earlier if you'd like and become a pass holder. You can go to imagineersclub.bycraft.net and help us test the rides now. Wow, they're really celebrating. Let me go back. Let me turn around for that because that was probably I should have been watching. There we go. Oh, those are so gorgeous. Holy cow, those are... Wow, that's really colorful. How? What? I don't even... Okay. I dig it. I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, the sounds aren't even going off anymore. That's... How did that... And I love how you can see glass through it, by the way. You can see water and glass through fireworks. Anyway, so yes, August 31st of this year, so 3 weeks from now. If you want to join earlier, you can go to imagineersclub.bycraft.net and become a pass holder. We'll be allowing you guys on to help us test the rides before we open them up to the public. We know that we can be ready in 3 weeks. That there's no problem with that. In all honesty, we've kind of pushed back some things and kind of been slack on some things, and now we're kind of pressing ourselves forward. And the great thing is none of the cast is stressed out, which is great. It's awesome because we've all been building at a decent pace and we've all taken care of our real lives first, which has always been a rule for the cast members and our guests, to be honest. So yeah, we'll be allowing you guys to, you know, the pass holders to come on and help us test everything, but I can't wait to open. Oh boy. Those are really loud. Maybe I should cut the volume a little bit just so you can hear me talk. So anyway, oh, there we go. Yeah, a little bit of nighttime. Let's see if the chat is saying. I already lowered my render distance, so there we go. Oh yeah. We are excited for you guys. I mean, you got to see a lot today, but you have no idea the amount of detail that we're really doing, that we're really putting into this. The really the tiniest, most ridiculous little things that we're putting down, whether it's a pole in the side here, or a trash can, or a flower, or the levels of land, you know, the variations in land. Or a light on a building, or a color on a building, or a block on a building. All of the different we're going to, yeah, we're looking to be the best. We're looking to give you guys the most incredible experience. You know, like I was saying earlier in the stream, you know, things like that barrel. Remembering that, or remembering that I have to put there's something I have to do actually, is I have to put a water fountain right here. There's a water fountain here, and that goes in there to actually, let's boom, and we'll put that in later just so I remind myself. So there's a water fountain that goes in there. All the little details that really just normally you just wouldn't care about. The other thing I'm going to do today is I got a picture of this, and I'm going to improve the souvenir penny machine because I got a better picture of it today. Where is that at, Zach? Let me ask Zach where I need to go. And spell it right. Oh, well then he just TP'd me. Oh, hey, that's Mickey. Okay. Go ahead. Go for it. Do what you got to do. I'm going to stand right here. You just show me where to look. So... That's hilarious. Oh, we are going to be skinning the arms too. Oh, is Mickey dabbing? Did I just see Mickey dab? Because that would just be crazy. Oh my gosh, Mickey is dabbing. And Zach is Tinkerbell flying. Wait a minute, is there two different Zachs? Oh, okay, that's Bendigo. Alright, what other ones am I missing here? So these are some of the early animatronics. Well, not early animatronics. These are some of the animatronics we've been working on. Obviously, you can see how smooth some of the movements are. And a lot of this... Oh, yeah, look at this. There we go. There we go. Now, these will be... Some of these can move quicker, too, obviously. We'll be working on those. This is a lot of the stuff that, you know, a lot of the quality of stuff that's going to go into the park. I don't know if this guy did anything. And then Zach standing in the middle, looking like one of them. I'm just, yeah, these guys have done such an amazing job. And it isn't limited to this, you know. More models are coming before we open. More animatronics. You're going to see the rides finished. While, as a matter of fact, again, if you want to become a pass holder, you'll get to see the rides as they're finished. Like, you'll see things as they're placed day by day. So Small World, you'll see all the animatronics added to that. To Peter Pan, you'll see that finished off with a little bit more animation, and so on. We're super excited. Like, we've been sitting on this. I mean, remember, I started this as just a personal project I was doing on my own 2 years ago or so, or actually in middle 2016, and then it just became. Sorry, I just got emotional there for a minute because it really was just going to be a personal whatever project for me, and the amount of love and respect and excitement that people showed for the process and wanting to become involved with it, it humbled me and still does to this day. Like, I can't say enough about this cast. I really... No, come on, Mr. MX Man. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to say something nice and you got to bring that junk in here. Anyway, I can't say enough about the cast because this has been probably the most enjoyable experience that I've had in Minecraft in years. When we originally did MC Magic, it felt much like this. And the great thing is that we have the benefit of hindsight now. We have the benefit of history. We know what we need to do. We know how to do it. We know what's needed, and we know what not to do in the future as well. By the way, those of you that haven't seen the Dumbo model, it looks pretty amazing. And it's rideable, obviously, and maybe one day we'll have the stick working, but that's in the future. I'm so... I can't believe these guys have like done some of the things that they've done. I can't believe they've created what they've created. I can't believe that we're about to unleash this on the public and give them something that they've never seen before. And honestly, it's just going to keep getting better. So as I stated earlier, as time goes on, we're going to be improving the park every single day. So even after all the rides are open and all the rides are ready and whatnot, there's going to be continued improvements. Maybe we'll find that we need a model for, you know, the corners here, or maybe we'll find a way to make these fences straight instead of in zigzag pattern like that. There's so many different things that we can do to improve the look and feel and magic of this park that we're going to continue to do moving forward. So, looking at the chat right now, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Or no, that would have been Zach, actually. He's Mary Poppins, y'all. Let's see. Can you show us Epcot Center? I would, Angel, but that is very much not constructed yet. As a matter of fact... It's going to be a little while. We have to finish the Magic Kingdom and the surrounding resorts before we get to the Epcot resort, or excuse me, Epcot Park. Excuse me. Yeah, so things that won't be open at opening will be Sorcerers. I do want to eventually have that. So the signage is here, but the Sorcerers won't be quite ready until after we open. Um, let's see. What are other things I wanted to tell you before we go? I mean, I want to answer more questions if you guys have them. And thank you, Pig with Glasses. That's very kind of you. Get a drink here. I really did get emotional there, though, guys. These guys have done such a great job. I cannot thank them enough. Like, I can't believe we took this little thing that should have been just a personal project privately with my own server, that how big this is going to be. I mean, you know, it's, oh, and by the way, I have to improve this now because apparently they changed the lockers, but I did get a picture, so I've got to put the things here, and yeah, I've already started it, as you can see. All the shops have to be populated with content. We have more, yeah, more and more things to, Disney won't stop updating and improving their park, so we won't either. What about the Tiki Room, Country Bears, Ariel, Gofini, and Winnie? So, let's go ahead over here to Country Bears. We're backstage right now. Let's go to, should be right about there. Yep, I'm right over top of it. So Country Bear Jamboree does have the completed building, the completed queue, the completed interior. Let's go ahead and, there you go. And the show, that's part of the animatronics you just saw. The animatronics are being worked on right now. I'm not sure if this will be open on opening day, but we are doing our best to get everything open. So there's, yeah, Country Bears is available to at least tour for now, even if it isn't open on opening day. Tiki Room is still being worked on. Let's go over there real quick. So we've still got we've still got a lot to do. I think with this one is definitely not going to be open or ready on opening day. For instance, right here, we got to finish all the, well, actually we need to do that because, yeah, we got to finish all these. I'm not going to go into the building because it's not quite at a decent look and feel. We need to make it a little bit better. But yes, Tiki Room is going to come, but not on opening day. So that will be one of the missing ones. Country Bears we checked. Ariel we just went by, and I did talk about that earlier, so I'll leave it at that. Winnie the Pooh. Let's it may be opening day ready. Let's go over there though, because I want to see, why are you not going through? Thank you. All right, so let's go to Winnie the Pooh, which is way over here. Oh, we're on the castle. Here, get a view of the castle like you've never seen. By the way, I got photos of the castle at every angle from up above in this angles, or these angles rather. That's why there's more detail in this than anybody's ever seen before. Let's see, going down to here, and yeah, so this is going to be a tough one to open opening day because it's only about halfway done. But as you can see, there is a lot of detail in here. It will be a lot more detailed when it comes. Yeah, there we go. So we will see. It may, yeah, I don't know. That's actually going to be a tough one. We'll have to see if we can get that open on opening day. But at least you'll be able to tour it. And yeah, the signage has got to be finished. I think that might be a reason why they put the Pardon Our Pixie Dust on that one. They've decided not to be able to open that one on opening day. I will say the Utilidors will not be open on opening day, even for the pass holders. The ones that have been on, if you're here early, let's put it this way: if you get on the server before we open to the public, the Utilidors are accessible. But when we open, they will no longer be accessible until we finish those. But we'd rather finish the park up here before we finish that. Looking for more questions. I hope they have Winnie the Pooh open and grand opening too. But again, don't be mad if it's not. And we're not trying to open just to open or try to beat anybody or anything like that. We're opening because the guests want it. And because the majority of this park is finished. Like, you can see all this, like everything, every trash can. By the way, we haven't done this yet, which is the new pathway that they're building as we speak. That will be done later. For now, at least the pathway is available. So you get the old pathway for now. Let's see. Yeah, we're aiming to get it completed. It's almost near the end. We just got to finish the remaining outline. So there we go. So it's a goal to do, but right now we've got other things like, I'd say Splash is our first priority because we need that, even if we don't even open that, which I think we should. if that wasn't open, we'd at least want the exterior to look good for photographs and so on. Oh yeah, I forgot that signage up there too. Looking at the chat again, keeping an eye on that. And then, yeah, so they're talking about data packs and recipes. That's going to be something that we can add so much more to the game with. And we kind of have, but we haven't really added anything using them yet. So Zanai wants to know, will the resorts around Seven Seas Lagoon be coming too? Right now we do have the Contemporary Resort. Well, apparently that warp doesn't exist, so let's just go over there. Whoa. And yeah, that was quick. Let's go. Let's see if that did it. It's taking a while to load. Come on. There we go. There we go. We need to get over there. So all the roads at World Drive, everything, all of it's built. Parking lot's completely finished for the Contemporary. And of course, the Contemporary itself is completed. Let's see. Course, and then we can go into the lobby. So I don't know if the rooms will be available right away, but the resort itself is open to the public to be able to view and kind of check out. So as you can see, the lobby is open, and we did have cast members in here at the desks, but I guess we'll have to put them back again. I don't think the restaurant is open yet. I'll have to go down and yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, wait a minute. Almost. Okay. All right. So it's getting there. So we're getting that. Eventually, we would like the escalators to work here. Let's see. Should go up one more level. Oh, we're in a room. Nope, I didn't want to be in a room. Nope, I want to be on the floor. There we go. So as you can see, yeah, so a lot of this is done, and we'll have this all populated, so, all the stores populated with merchandise. It's beautiful. I mean, yeah, this has been done for a while, though. We had to rebuild it a couple times, but yeah. We're finishing up on the convention center as well. I don't know if... Well, we may not have the convention center ready, but at least the roof should be on it when we open. That at the very least, even if we don't finish the interior. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, one of the benefits of this, of having that convention center, is that we will throw you a party. Like if you guys have a birthday or something coming up, you let us know and schedule it. That's one of the things that'll be on the website. You can schedule the convention center for your birthday, and we'll even build something and theme it for you if you want. That's going to be something coming up soon. Well, eventually. Let's see. How will the resorts work in game? Can we get rooms and etc.? So Barrett, the resorts will work with your Magic Band. You'll be able to purchase a room based on the economy as well. So if you have the money for the room, for now we're going to keep the Contemporary at a low price. But when we have all the resorts, we're going to try to price them similarly as they are in real life. Again, just like in the past, your activity on the server creates money. Oh, yeah, by the way. I forgot about that too. We do have the, trolley. Da-da-da. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. He did so good on this. On everything. And there you can hear the fountains again. So anyway, so we were saying about the rooms. So you'll be able to use your Magic Band to get rooms. You'll be able to... the goal is to have the Magic Band to be able to get into your room, but your phone to be able to... Like the tablet that I have there, yours will look different. You'll be able to get in, to use that item to open the apps that are on it, to do certain things like maybe purchase merchandise, pre-order fast passes, and so on. That's all in the future, though. So with that Magic Band system, that's the Magic Band and phone system. First it's going to be Magic Band, and then we're going to get the phone after that to go along with it. But for now, yeah, there's a lot to do. Oh, look, this needs to go like that. And for instance, I have to change all the permissions on these so nobody can lift them up. You can still go back here if you want to pretend like you're serving people. I don't care. And then of course the crystal shop. Let's see, other questions. We currently have Poly outlined, and the GR is nearly outlined as well. But yeah, so when we open, we're opening with Contemporary, and that's why I said we're going to open it with decent room pricing when those rooms open. What do we got here? People are just silly, honestly. Isn't it great? We have so much fun on here. They knew I was coming down the road, and they did that. I love that. Oh, speaking of details. Oh, there goes the trolley again. Ah, Where are you going? Bye. So again, like I got every single picture and every single frame that's in this stupid building here. And I say that just because do you not understand like how much stuff I had to cut out and create and stretch and whatever? Like, by the way, I love you, Walt. But yeah, so all the different this is the detail. Like everything that's in here is in here. We're trying to do every single thing where it is and exactly how it exists. We do have to decorate our windows here though. I just realized that. So these windows have got to get some decoration. I don't know if we want to do Christmas or Halloween or what. Anyway, does it matter the age for the party? I know I'm an adult, but that does sound cool. I'm gonna have a party there. Are you kidding me? And I'm gonna be, as a matter of fact, there we go. I'm gonna have my 50th birthday party in the convention center at the Contemporary Resort. So there you go, at our Contemporary Resort. Let's see if I missed any of you guys' questions here. Making sure that you guys have. Let's see if we've got anything else. Hello, everyone. Aloha. And yeah, so it doesn't look like we have any more questions. Everybody's just excited to be able to finally get the date when we're opening. I mean, with that, I don't know what else to show you guys or what else to do except say thank you for being here. I got to thank you guys as well for your loyalty, your dedication, and your patience, especially. Over these past couple of years as we've been building the Magic Kingdom and these resorts and the TTC and all the models and making sure that when you join, you're going to get the most immersive experience possible. Let's see. A-Dash said they were right about the date. And then Barrett said, I said in chat, but what if you could request your favorite character show up at your birthday or whatever at the convention place? Yes, Barrett, that will be possible. We will just have to make sure that that character is in our land and not Fantasyland at the time, so that we can schedule that. And because they may have other things that they need to do or magic that they need to spread elsewhere. We'll have to see, but we will do our best to accommodate everybody that has a very specific character wish for their birthday at the resort. So yeah, so again, I want to thank everybody for being here. And I'm excited to open on August 31st. So we have 3 weeks until we open. We will be missing a few things, like I said, but that doesn't mean that they're never going to open. It just means that they're going to open later than usual. And again, when the Magic Kingdom opened the very first time in 1971, a lot wasn't there. They didn't have Splash, Big Thunder Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Launching Pad, Astro Orbiter, Carousel of Progress, Space Mountain. There were tons of things that they didn't have that weren't ready. And the People Mover, that was another one. We have most of that. Like most every one of the ones I just listed, I believe are going to be open on opening day. So yeah, excited. Oh, I didn't show you, but we do have the 3D model, I believe, for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride too. We have so much to show you still. Like I didn't go through everything, but I've been going at this now for 2.5 hours and it's been very emotional. Let me just make sure that we have questions answered one last time. When will character applications be released? We will discuss that at a later date, but it won't be before opening. I don't think we've got our characters taken care of for now, so it will be after opening before we would even entertain that. Yeah, that would be a cool idea, Mr. X-Man, but yeah, that's in the very long future. I would love to do my 1971 Magic Kingdom, but again, I want to finish this one first. So, so listen, if you guys have future questions, further questions about everything that we've been talking about today, anything that we didn't cover, bring it to the Discord. Go to twitter.com/Imagineers Club with an EARS at the end of Imagineers, all one word, Imagineers Club. And you can get a link there to our Discord or to our website. Once you're on the Discord, you can ask your questions in the general channel. By the way, it does take some time to get you verified, so be patient when you log in for the first time ever. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. I may join a voice chat later, but I do have a lot of stuff to build. I got to finish that Haunted Mansion, as you saw. There's a lot to do there, as everybody sits there hanging out underneath of the doors. I love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you guys very much for joining us today. I hope you're as excited as we are. Oh, we've waited so long to open this thing, and yeah, we're looking forward to giving you guys. I just love that. Giving you guys access to this magic. So thanks everybody for joining us. I really hope you enjoyed the show today, and if you would like to support us, feel free. We could always use the help. So thanks very much, and have a magical day.